Hello, and welcome to Real Talk, the show where we cover everything on how to optimize your side hustle. We'll go over some of our top marketing tips and more. So, today is something different. We're going to review 4 Shopify dropshipping stores. 2 of them are having a great design, implementing all the best CRO techniques and from the social media ads. They're probably doing great with sales. We've also found 2 stores that need some improvements, and we wouldn't recommend starting running ads before fixing necessary steps in terms of store design. This would be such a waste of time and probably money. And at the very end of our stream today, we're going to share with you a hot tip and also a toolbox tip.
So as Farah mentioned, today we're going to review 4 different Shopify stores that we found completely randomly. Therefore, we don't know specific stats of the stores, meaning we don't know specific sales numbers or how much the store is generating. Nonetheless, as customer success gurus and mentors, we know exactly what makes a Shopify dropshipping store successful and what parts must be completed 100% before running any ads. We see hundreds of stores every week, and we help numerous merchants with their stores and increase their sales just by checking and implementing certain parts of their stores. So today we'll be going through specific criteria that are crucial for drop shipping success. Moreover, we have a very special opportunity for you to get some help from our merchant success team who can help you by checking your store design. If there are any ways to improve it or drive more conversions, or if you need any help in regards to product selection, as well as getting traffic to your store, so Facebook ads, Instagram, TikTok, influencers, etc. And if you want to get such help from us, make sure to go to your Oberlo app and in the bottom right-hand corner, click on the support button. Now, this is where you have to make sure you use the Real Talk tag in your message and just write your question where you need help from us. Just make sure to use the Real Talk tag as mentioned, so your message itself won't get lost in our inbox. And this is one of our favorite things to do as merchant success advisors. Looking at your stores and giving a complete breakdown and helping you guys is so fun. So without further ado, let's jump into the first store and the criteria that you have to follow to make your store a profitable one.
All right. So, store number 1, we're going to look at a good looking store,
Yeah.
theudi.co.uk. Now, this store is selling hooded blankets. From the get-go, we can see that this store is selling custom products, and most definitely they're not drop shippers. Nonetheless, we can suspect that they might have started by drop shipping this product at the start when scaled it. Besides that, this store has everything in place that every single Shopify store should have. So if you're just starting, you're not sure what a great store should look like, this is a store for you to take a look at. And now let's break it down with our criteria and what they're doing amazing at. First, let's look at the navigation. From what I can see, it looks like the top navigation could be a bit better and have links like About Us, Track Your Order, and Contact Us. But by clicking on the questions link, we can get a FAQ style page where they explain and answer a ton of different questions where customers can find information on where to find their order tracking page as well. Always, and I mean always, include a page like this, one in your store where you're answering customer questions, because a lot of people browsing through your store will go there. This page gives your customers that trust feeling that they can get information fast and quickly, even after the purchase. Now, the footer has all required pages there for terms of service, delivery and returns, privacy and policy, and their email as well. Now we go through the the product description, the most single important part of your Shopify store. Okay. This is where you will either convert the person to buy your product or not. And this brand did an excellent job of writing it. They have bullet points explaining what this product is all about, why people would want to buy it right now. And by scrolling a little bit down the page, we find super cute graphics actually that blend in perfectly with the overall store design. And you can create those for your product in about 15 minutes or so on canva.com. Absolutely free. Also, they have a size chart that is a must have for the clothing type of product. And another thing that I loved is how they explain the urgency that they're often sold out and that you shouldn't wait any longer to purchase. Plus, they give you their email address here, so you should contact them via email. I don't know whether they did that, but in such cases, you could also give them an additional 5 to 10% off the price just by the fact that the customer contacted you and is interested in the product. So that's something that you could add as well. Um, okay, next part. We look at the product title. This one is easy, but make sure that you make it super short. But don't forget that this is the part where you can sell them the product. This is particularly also mentioning that it is a sloth hoodie. I went ahead and checked their products and saw that they are using the benefit in their titles and what the special characteristics are for the product. For example, Udi Gray Weighted Blanket Bundle or Udi Family Pack. Super simple, but a great job with delivery. Okay. So we look next at the reviews. Make sure to have reviews in your store. The store has them and they're perfect. If your product is visual, you should ask your customers to upload a photo of themselves using the product. Or if you don't have customers yet, try to find product reviews on AliExpress and import those that have photos. You can do it easily for free with a ton of different apps on the Shopify App Store. We will include some in the description of this video. Reviews are simple to have, but make sure your reviews look good. They are not weirdly translated or photos of those reviews are not high quality. Very, very important. Okay. So the next part we look at is the product images and videos. From what we can see, the store doesn't have videos. For product images, this brand is using only high quality photos that are taken professionally. But you don't need to do that if you're just starting and you're not sure whether the product will work or not. This is where you'll need to make sure that the product you want to sell has great photos on AliExpress and use those. You can even combine Canva and those photos and create something really cute and unique depending on your niche. And of course, at the end of the day, we always recommend you to take your own photos or products. But if you're just starting, try to do research on AliExpress, different listings, and find products with great photos. And also, please remove any AliExpress branding, text, or anything like that from your photos. Do not use any grainy or pixelated images. That could be the worst. Okay. Next part, we look at the product price. Pretty self-explanatory, but make sure that you're using the same price within your store. Meaning if one of your products has a cent formatting like 19.95, make sure other products have the same formatting like 29.95, 34.95, etc. This brand doesn't even use cents, but the main thing here is that you don't want your prices to appear weird or all over the place. Keep the formatting the same throughout your store, just like you do with your color palettes, your logo, all that stuff. Okay. And we're going to look next at the shipping costs. This brand makes it super clear that they indeed do offer free shipping within their FAQ page as well as within the cart page. You want to do the same. Don't make your customers realize that you're charging them for shipping at the checkout, since this is where they will abandon it. If you want to charge shipping, make it clear on the product page or on the cart page. But we always recommend having free shipping since you're drop shipping, and shipping will not cost a lot of money most of the time for you. And people love free shipping. Okay. And the next part, we look at the store logo. Oh my, so many people make it the most difficult part. Just look at their logo. It's just a text with the color of the brand. That's it. And you can create such a logo in 5 minutes using the app Canva. Again, easy. There may be other things that I didn't mention, like the homepage, but the most important part is your product page and how you set it up. Make sure it's perfect and just follow the guidelines. And now we'll move on to the store that needs a little bit more help.
Yes. So this store is can use some work, let's just say, to put it nicely. So let me introduce you to this store that we don't know for a fact whether this store is making it rain or not. We could only judge by the reaction count on their Facebook ad. And this is purely just an assumption on our part. But most of the time, it's a correct assumption since the count of reaction on Facebook ads will depend on how people clicked on the ad and how many went to the store. Besides all of that, let's break this store down and what we would change so it has more chances to convert a visitor to a customer. So it is stormfurry.com we're looking at here. So the navigation. Remember when Farah mentioned that navigation at the top should at least have track your order, contact us, or an FAQ page? Well, it looks like this store only has a contact us page. This is good, but it lacks other pages as well. And this is where it falls or fails, excuse me, to build trust with the visitor. Additionally, it seems like the store doesn't have these pages in the footer as well. So this needs to be changed ASAP. Now, onto the product description, which I feel is an often overlooked area for merchants. You can quickly create amazing product pages with great product descriptions and all that with a simple theme. You don't need to buy a premium theme at all. You don't need to worry about customizing your theme to have an awesome product page. The main thing here is you need to have some sort of formatting, bullet points, GIFs, images explaining the product, and a copy that explains the product. Simple. Unfortunately, this particular product doesn't have a description, only the default AliExpress one that gets imported automatically. We checked the other products as well, and it's the same. This is a total deal breaker, and this is where you need to make sure you spend as much time as needed to make it look good. And again, you don't need a premium theme, premium page builders, etc. So this is why, if you've ever talked to me on Oberlo help, is that I always tell you guys not to add too many products to your store. Don't upgrade for the sake of adding more products because you're never going to update those product descriptions. It's just too much work if you have 30,000 products. So focus on the real important products in your store. Build those product descriptions. It's so important. Now, the product title, which again, same thing. We went ahead and checked most of the product titles in the store, and they look pretty good. They explain the word and additional features within the title. So that was a good job. But you need to make sure that you're updating those product titles and don't have too many products. So reviews. Again, we checked other products as well in this store, and it seems that it has some reviews, but they aren't translated. Most of them don't have photos, and most of the product rating is below 4. So additional work needs to be done here. Product images and videos. It looks like most of the product photos in the store are only showing the product, not showing how it works, how it looks, or show how the product can be used. This needs to be improved and add some photos on how the product is being used with the pets. Now, the product price. This particular store did a good job of setting up product prices. All of the products are using the same sense formatting, which is perfect. Shipping costs, if any at all, when it comes to shipping costs. As a customer, I don't really know how much shipping is going to cost. So we highly recommend having an icon of a plane or anything like that to do with delivery and let the store visitor know about the shipping costs if there are any. This store does have a shipping and delivery link in the footer, but on the next page, it doesn't explain the shipping rates. And another fact that it's going to be calculated at the checkout, which is not ideal. So you want to be transparent with the shipping rates. Now, the store logo. The store logo needs to be adjusted as well. The black background, slim font, and that storm icon is just does not look good enough. The best possible thing to do here would be to go to Canva and check for possible ideas. Only having a simple text with a color of blue, since the add to cart button is in blue in the store, and adding a simple icon of maybe a dog paw would be good enough. And as a quick reminder, if any of you need help with your Shopify store, you're not sure what products to sell, you don't know whether your ads are good enough or your store needs improvement, again, make sure to contact us via the Oberlo app and make sure to use that Real Talk hashtag, and we can take a look at your store for you and help you out.
Perfect. Yes. So now we will move on to store number 3. Not a great one. thelioncome.com. Now, this store, we're going to break it down a little bit through all those parts. Yet again, we're going to start with the top and the footer, which is the navigation. The navigation at the top has too many links, but it doesn't have those links and or pages that need to be there. We would simply add all of those product categories to a simple drop-down link that could be called products, and that's it. That's it. Also add contact us, track your order, and as well as FAQ links there. Okay, so let's look at the product description. We've checked multiple products for the store, and the description itself doesn't look bad. It has images explaining the product as well as GIFs. Pretty good copy, but it has that interesting approach of changing the color of the whole description from product to product. We highly recommend making it simple as possible without any background colors or anything like that. Remember the Udi store and how it made its descriptions. Also, these sorts of descriptions where the background color is applied as well as it has a ton of graphics will make the product page load slower than a simple product page. Okay, so let's look at the product title. Most of the product titles we check throughout the store, they look pretty good. Okay. Now we go through the reviews and they're done pretty well, but it looks like the stars are not filled with color, making the product look like it has 0 stars out of 5. The product images and videos. For the product images, we'd advise to not make them so different. Different product photos make the store look like an AliExpress store, and it would be way better if the same formatting is being used across all your products. Even though the store is a general store, product images could have the same color palette, so it has a bit more professional look. Let's look at the product price. From what we checked, it looked like the majority of the products are using the same price formatting. So it's 0.97 cents, which is great. The shipping costs, again, another store doesn't have a single line mentioning the shipping costs. I suppose the shipping costs will be calculated at the checkout, but again, make sure to mention shipping costs on the product page itself, or at least on the cart page. And we look at the store logo here. This really depends what we think that the logo is all right. Of course, one main thing is that the store is a general store, so it's pretty tough to come up with a logo when the store is literally selling everything. One last thing I wanted to mention is that the main problem with this store is that it doesn't have any sort of niche, because it's selling so much stuff. It's a complete like general store. And as you can see how hard it is to promote and brand this sort of store. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about building your stores. Find a niche.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it goes off the same thing I said earlier about don't upload too many products. Just
Mhm.
pick a niche, pick some products that you think are going to sell really well. Okay, so on to store number 4, a good looking store. So this is firediffuser.com. Finally, let's break down this store that looks really good. So, starting with the navigation, it has every single link page that a visitor would like to see when visiting a store. We might additionally add an FAQ page here or there, or at least have it in the footer. For now, it looks like the store doesn't have an FAQ page at all, so it would be needed to be added ASAP. Product description, perfect product page. It has images showing the product as well as a GIF explaining further on how it works exactly. Though we might recommend getting rid of the guarantees, but other than that, everything looks great. Product title, perfect job again, as the title has the product name as well as what the product does. And reviews, a ton of high quality reviews here. One thing we might change here is to sort the reviews by images first. So reviews with photos will appear first rather than reviews without images. Product images and videos. Pretty good job has been done here. One little thing that we would like to change here is to get rid of those images that have text on them. Let's make it look as clear as possible. Product price, perfect job again has been done here. Also, other products have pretty much the same formatting, and that's how it should be done. Shipping costs. Finally, a store that mentions shipping information within the product page. It says that it has free insured shipping option, and that is awesome. So again, you guys remember to factor in the shipping into your product price, and then you can offer free shipping to everyone worldwide because you're factoring in that shipping cost into the product, which the customer doesn't know. Store logo. The store logo is a pretty good one. Maybe we would make it a bit more minimalistic, but that is not a deal breaker. Plus, as you can see, it is so much easier to come up with a product logo and the overall store idea when the store is not a general store.
Wow.
We just talked about 4 different dropshipping stores, so hopefully it was helpful and it got a bit clear on how your Shopify store should be designed and what to not miss out on.
So now we move on to the hot tip. My hot tip, if you reach out to us using the hashtag Real Talk in our messages on the bottom right hand corner, let us know that you want to have a review of your store and we can totally do that for you. Um, just reach out and we'll go through your entire store like how we did today. And we will take a look at each and every single part and do our best to communicate that with you. So feel free to reach out.
My hot tip is to never stick with the defaults of your theme. We have some amazing free themes, so don't feel like you need to pay $200 for a um, developer created theme, the Shopify themes are amazing. I would say just spend maybe an hour updating maybe the fonts, the layout, make it look different from a standard Shopify theme. And you can just use the fonts that is built into the theme editor. It takes not that long to do. So just spend a little extra time with your default theme.
Our toolbox tip. My toolbox tip is to check out the Clubhouse app. If you don't have it yet, you might need to get an invitation or just sign up to get an invitation. It's an audio only app. It hosts live discussions with opportunities to participate through speaking and listening. I go there to listen to a lot of the marketing panelists. There's different entrepreneurs and business owners like streamers, influencers that hang out there, and you can kind of connect and network with them. Again, it's an invitation only social media app for iOS, which is your Apple phones, and Androids, where you can communicate in voice chat room. So it's not a video room, it's a voice chat room, and it's live, and they can accommodate groups of thousands of people. So go to www.joinclubhouse.com, sign up for that if you'd like. Or if you know somebody that already has the app, they can invite you if they have an invitation open. So check that out.
Yeah, I'm so glad you told us about that. I can't wait to have a look at it. I've never used it before. Toolbox is just, a help document from the Oberlo Help Center. It is just on how to make your online store look more professional. So basically, it goes over some of the tips that we went through today. It's, if you need to review what can make your store look more professional, how you can improve your store, this is a great help document. Very simple to follow. So definitely check it out.
Leave a comment in the video description. What did you like? What can we do better? Also, make sure to let us know whether you have any ideas and what you would like to learn from us. Furthermore, please make sure to contact us via the Oberlo app with the hashtag Real Talk, and your questions where you need help, and our team will be able to help you out ASAP. And remember, request for a review if you want that, because we can help you out with that as well. And we will see you next week.